Hello Motor Rider World fans, and welcome to this very special broadcast that we're doing here from across the Boerewors curtain. I've come from Boksburg into Pretoria, believe it or not, and I haven't been moored just yet. We're out here at Honda Centurion because we've got some very special news. Not only to showcase that Honda Centurion is open for business, despite what everybody thinks. They are trading. They've got all the new Hondas on their showroom floor, including the brand new CBR 1000 RR-RSP, which is not for sale. It's the homologation unit, which you can come here and look at this beautiful piece of equipment. This was actually the bike that we rode all the way down to PE and East London with, and all the way back. And I'm going to try and load it in my van and steal it without them seeing it. But another reason why we've come out here is some very exciting news. Neil Harran and the whole team from the SAMRA, South African Motorcycle Racing Academy, that have been around for 12 years helping produce some of South Africa's next greatest talents, have teamed up with the crew here at Honda Centurion and have got a partnership going to help just breed the newcomers in racing. Neil, you are the man that has worked tirelessly behind the scenes to help promote South African motorcycle racing with the SAMRA camp that you do and the NSF 100 Cup. Tell us how it's going.
Rob, yeah, it's actually going very well considering the times we find ourselves in. The class is strong. We're running anything from 14 to 16 bikes per event now. We've got some really hotshot little kids coming through there. There's some good talent. This little oak being one of them, even with his hairstyle as it is. But yeah, it's positive. It's difficult, and it always has been, but we've been around 12 years and we've been planned to be around for another 12 years.
Yeah, it is exciting. They race on the short circuit series. They've got the NSF 100 class, which is pretty much the feeder class. The likes of Chris Wright, Liungu. There's so many top names that have come from the NSF 100 class. Like I said, we've got the two Ferrier brothers here. Top names. Look out for these boys because they are coming fast from short circuit racing. Hopefully land up on one of these in national superbike racing, because Neil, without that, there's none of this pretty much.
Rob, if you look at the, let's call it the national racing series now, 90% of the kids that have come through have all come through our academy. We've got kids in America racing, we've got kids in Europe racing, all ex-SAMRA Honda NSF 100 riders. So the breeding ground is there, the pedigree is there, the class it's unbeatable as a learning, as a stepping stone or whatever. And we don't just concentrate on teaching the kids to race properly. We teach them the etiquette of what racing is about. We teach the parents what to expect and what not to expect, and where to get involved and what not to get involved. So it's a program that involves everybody, and it's top class. You know, when the kids come in, they're usually shy, timid little kids, and majority of them aren't top rugby players, cricketers or anything like that, so they're frowned upon at school generally. And after a couple of months in these things, you can just see the swagger, and you can see the self-esteem coming through, and the self-confidence.
Yeah.
And the self-confidence, when you look at it, that's what makes me tick. And all of a sudden, these little oaks aren't little wimps at school. They are men. They're part of the crowd, and they get looked upon as peers and all those things. So I promise you, it makes me go cold. The program absolutely makes me go cold.
You know what, it's worked. The SAMRA camp, you'll see it every year. It takes place at Red Star Raceway. Got the likes of Brad and Darren Binder, Brent Tarrant, Matthew Skoltz from AMA Superbike Racing. They come free of charge, lend their time and their effort to help train these kids. And I've been to a couple of the SAMRA camps and I love it, because the boys, they've got to sort their own bikes out, make sure their kids ready, go ride, then they come sit down for a nice lunch or breakfast or something, and then Neil just whips them into shape and makes them clean up all their mess. So it's, like you said, so much more than just riding a motorbike. And I mean, I'm kind of testament to that. When I grew up, I loved my motorcycles. That's all I wanted to do. But there's that other side of life. There's responsibility with it. There is the confidence side, you know, because you feel self-raised when you ride a motorbike. You just feel like you've got this confidence that you don't get anywhere else. So it really is a life skill almost, the SAMRA camp and what you guys are doing.
You know, Rob, if you look at what these kids are doing, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, these guys are doing adult stuff. You know, racing a motorbike around a track is not for the meek and mild. It's intimidating, it's scary. So what these little oaks are going through and what they're putting themselves through, it's a testament to their character. And that's where the next oaks are coming from. Little oaks that have got balls.
Like these two little guys. So yeah, the short circuit racing, the NSFs, like I said, the breeding ground pretty much for the youngsters coming up, and the team here at Honda Wing Centurion have recognized this and they're getting behind it. So exciting times. You've actually come for the meeting here to discuss going forward what's going to happen with Jacques and his amazing team here from Honda Wing Centurion. To be honest, I'd been here a couple of times before and I also didn't really know that things were still going here, but walking in the dealership now, fully stocked showroom floor, got the spares, got the workshop, everything going here. So I think this is going to be a really nice partnership, especially with the NSF machines being Honda and Honda South Africa being behind this kind of series for so long, and the SAMRA camp. It's nice to have a dealership like Honda Centurion now getting involved as well.
You know, Rob, again, without Honda, nothing. This would never ever have happened.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't here, I dread to think where our racing would be at the moment. They took the bull by the horns. They've given us 58 of these little bikes. That's a shitload full of bikes.
It's a lot of motorbikes.
It's a lot of motorbikes. We've been down in Cape Town, we've been in Durban, we are now in East London. There's talk about starting up in Cape Town and Durban again. So it's a countrywide thing. The program is just, it's a winner. It's an absolute winner. And I think you know how it works. For each race, they draw a number. Yeah. Nobody rides the same bike. Parents aren't allowed to fiddle with the bikes. Yeah. So the checkbook part of it and the cheating part of it doesn't exist. The money, people spending thousands and thousands of rand on their kids and all that, doesn't exist. You cannot buy one of these, so you can't go and buy one and go and practice 7 days a week. So it levels the playing field and it gives every single person has the same chance.
Oh, there we go, the SAMRA camp. It's just a stalwart of South African motorcycle racing, and like Neil said, if we didn't have that SAMRA camp, I'd hate to think where South African motorcycle racing would be now, because it wouldn't give an opportunity like for the two Ferrier boys that we've got here. Watch out for these two guys, they are coming, and there's so many top names coming from short circuit racing, in particular the NSF 100 class. And a big thank you, big pat on the back to Honda South Africa and Jacques and his whole team here from Honda Wing Centurion for getting behind it. So if you're in the market and want to come support and looking for a new Honda motorcycle or any motorcycle, they've got a great range of used motorcycles as well. If you need spares for your Honda, you need some accessories, you need workshop help, come check out Honda Wing Centurion here. They're just off the main John Foster turnoff here in Centurion. They're based with the Mahindra dealership just upstairs there, so don't drive past Mahindra and think they're not here. They're just upstairs for there. Come speak to the amazing team, very friendly, and look forward to this partnership. And Neil, thank you so much for your time. Boys, thank you for coming through. Neil's going to phone your headmaster, so you're in big trouble now for not being at school. We'll give you a sick note for today, that's fine. So look out for the SAMRA camp, look out for the NSF 100s. If you want to get involved, I'll put Neil Harran's details up on this video. You can contact him if you want your boy or your girl. I mean, this is for everyone, and it doesn't even matter really the age. You've got a couple of you start what, from 8 to 9 years old?
We've got from 7 going up to 14. We've had a 17-year-old kid riding because he was very small, he was small enough. So yeah, it's for a kid that wants to get involved in racing and wants to go places, it's the way to go.
This is it. Even though Neil Harran looks like a funny uncle that's going to offer you sweets instead of riding skills.
No, I eat the sweets myself.
It's an amazing family kind of atmosphere that you get involved with the SAMRA camp. So I'll put the details up there, make sure you join them. And big thank you once again to Honda and Honda Wing Centurion. Support them because they are the ones supporting our future stars. We are not going to have the next Brad or Darren Binders or Sheridan Moraes unless we have the SAMRA camp and the NSF 100 class. So please get behind this. Us as Motor Rider World will try and pump it as much as possible. You know I'll always do as much as I can to help promote South African motorcycle racing, and just exciting times ahead.